Frank was an engineer for 35 years. He solved problems for a living, and he was good at it. So when his son called, Frank listened the way an engineer listens. He identified the problem, calculated the solution, and delivered his answer before his son finished the sentence. He thought he was being helpful. His son thought he wasn't being heard. After 2 years of this, his son stopped calling about anything that mattered. He still called every week on schedule, but the calls became weather reports, safe, shallow, empty. Frank told me, "I thought I was a great listener. I heard every word he said." And that was exactly the problem, because hearing every word is not the same as making someone feel heard. Those are two very different things. Welcome back to the Parent's Blueprint, video 3 of 7. In video 1, we talked about why adult children pull away. In video 2, the words that create invisible walls. Today, we go one level deeper. Today is about what happens after you stop saying the wrong things. What do you do instead? How do you actually listen in a way that makes your child feel so understood that they want to share more? I'm going to give you a 3-step method. Simple, specific, something you can use today. Hearing is what your ears do. Listening is what your presence does. When Frank's son talked, Frank heard every word, but while his son was still speaking, Frank was already somewhere else. He was in solution mode, building his answer, planning his advice, waiting for his turn. His son could feel it, not in any one moment, just in the quality of the silence, the slight shift in his father's eyes, the way his responses came too quickly before the story was even finished. There's a word for what Frank was doing. Psychologists call it listening to respond. You're not absorbing what someone is saying. You're scanning for the moment you can jump in. Most people do this. Most parents do this. And most adult children feel it, even if they can't name it. And slowly, his son learned, don't bring Dad the real problems. He'll fix them before you've finished feeling them. Step 1. Pause before you respond. Not a long pause, 2 seconds, but 2 seconds of genuine silence after your child finishes speaking sends a message that no word can send. What you said was worth sitting with. Most parents respond in under a second, which means they weren't listening to the end. They were already forming their response somewhere in the middle. Try this. Next time your adult child tells you something, finish hearing them, then breathe once, then speak. That one breath changes the entire energy of the conversation. Step 2. Reflect what you heard before you respond. Not a summary, not a paraphrase, just the feeling underneath the words. Acknowledge what they carried to you before you try to carry it away. Your son says, "Work has been really difficult lately." Most parents say, "Have you talked to your manager?" That's a solution. He didn't ask for a solution. Instead, try this. "That sounds exhausting. How long has it been like this?" You're not solving, you're staying. And when someone feels that you're staying with them, they go deeper, they share more, they stop editing what they tell you. Step 3. Ask one question, the right question. Not, "What are you going to do about it?" Not, "Did you try what I suggested last time?" 4 words. How are you feeling? I know, it sounds simple, almost too simple, but here's what happens when you ask it and mean it. Your child stops, because nobody asks them that. Not their colleagues, not their friends who are also busy, certainly not in the way a parent can ask it. When you ask, "How are you feeling?" and you pause and you wait and you don't fill the silence, Your child remembers something they forgot, that you are the safest person in their world. 3 things that break the listening, even when you mean well. First, the phone. If it's in your hand, your child knows they're competing with it. Put it face down. Better, put it in another room. Second, finishing their sentences. It feels like you understand them so well. It feels like you're helping them along, but it tells them, I already know what you're going to say. And people stop talking when they feel predictable. Third, making it about you. That reminds me of when your story is valid, your experience matters, but the moment you take the floor, your child's story is over. Let them finish completely. Then, if they ask, share yours. Frank tried the 3 steps on a Tuesday evening. His son called and started talking about a problem at work. Frank's instinct was to solve it. He had 3 ideas already. He could feel the advice pressing against his teeth. Instead, he paused, he reflected, and then he asked, "How are you feeling about all of this?" His son was quiet for a moment. Then he said, "Honestly, Dad, I'm scared. I haven't told anyone that." Frank didn't offer a solution. He said, "I'm glad you told me. Tell me more." They talked for an hour and 20 minutes, the longest real conversation they'd had in years. Frank told me afterward, "I didn't fix anything, but I think I gave him something more important than a fix. He gave him a father who finally listened. Not to respond, not to fix, just to be there. And that, for his son, was everything." Your action for today is simple. The next time your adult child tells you something, anything, try just step 1. Pause for 2 seconds before you respond. Just that, nothing else. See what happens. You might be surprised how much a 2-second pause can change the direction of an entire conversation, and how much your child notices, even without saying so. In the next video, video 4 of the Parent's Blueprint, we talk about the line between helping and controlling. It's the most uncomfortable video in this series, because the parents who need it most are the ones who will recognize themselves the fastest. I'll see you there. Before you go, leave me a comment. Are you more of a Frank, jumping to solutions, or do you find it easy to just listen? There's no wrong answer. I genuinely like to know, because your answer might help someone else reading below. I'm Solan Voss. Take care of yourself, and take care of the people you love.